What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to Cubcam TV for this, another edition of the Cubcast today. Getting into a very special episode, which is, of course, the Billboard review. We do run this series every single Tuesday morning, looking at all the latest additions and removals from the Billboard Top 50 in regards to the US Afrobeats chart. Really excited to get into this today. Obviously, there's been a couple of big albums land over the last few weeks, Love Domini being one, and last week we saw that completely dominate to the top 50. I think it was around half of the tracks in the top 50 were either part of that album or Burna Boy tunes in general. So I'm excited to see what happens this week. Of course, we've seen l.a.x's album being released. We've seen a real resurgence in OXALDE, Colosa. We've seen a ton of other material drop as well. The brand new FIREBOY DML and ASAKE collaboration as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how well those fare in comparison to Love Domini and, of course, the rest of this very, very explosive list as it currently sits. So there we go. As always, we are doing this in association with the Music Whisperer, as you can see up here around somewhere. You'll see his little badge. Do go and make sure you follow his Instagram page. Really useful page if you want to stay up to date with what's going on in and around Afrobeats music. And this is a good way of kind of celebrating that with a look at this chart. So without further ado, let's jump right into it as we start at the bottom of the list. In 50th, we see Emiliana from CK. That has made a big drop over the 18 weeks it's been in the chart. Will it survive another week? I don't know. It's been in there since week 1. It is now down in spot 50 after starting off in spot 10. Girlfriend from Ruger drops down another 3 places to 49th. That one debuting at 22nd 5 weeks ago. We also see the first big drop from a Burna Boy track, which is How Bad Could It Be, down to 48th from 29th last week. We see Trinidad, Cardona and Robinson joining forces with Love Me Back on Firebeat. That one dropping 2 places from 45th to 47th. And we also see a re-entry for OMAH's Understand. That one rejoining in position number 46. It has reached a height of 26, and that is obviously to do with Boy Alone dropping last week. Alongside this, Thames with Ice-T dropping 1 place down to 45th. Palazzo from Spinel and ASAKE dropping down from 43rd to 44th. I've got a funny feeling that one might jump up again next week due to it being performed at Big Brother Niger's introduction. Things like that tend to affect this chart quite heavily. Thames, The Key, dropping down 1 place from 42nd to 43rd. Replay down to 42nd from 41st. And we also see Overloading. Obviously featuring the Mavens, Crayon, A-Star, Magix, Boy Spice, alongside Don Jazzy and Ladipo, who aren't mentioned on there for some reason, down from 39th to 41st. Moving into the 40th position, then we see a lot of the tracks off of Love Domini actually making their way to this area. Glory dropping 20 places down from 20th to 40th. On the Low dropping moving up 1 place, from 40th to 39th. We see Playboy from FIREBOY DML maintaining its position in 38th, and we also see Woman from OMAH making a jump up of around 12 places from 49th to 37th. Again, that one being because of the album, I presume. Kwaku the Traveller maintains his position in 36th. That one an interesting one again. It's really cool to see that in the chart. We also see Burna Boy with Whiskey moving down from 22nd to 35th. We see Sungba, the official remix of ASAKE featuring Burna Boy, moving up 3 places to 34th. We also see Dirty Secrets from Burna Boy dropping down from 21st to 33rd. Again, a lot of big drops from Burna Boy's album this time around. We see Kilometer making a 9-place drop as well, down to 32nd from 23rd. As we move forward slightly further, we see OMAH with I'm a Mess making its debut on this chart, first week landing in 31st. For me, that's the strongest track on the album, so if we see any tracks above this, I'll be surprised, but a good entry point for OMAH. Straight in at number 31, following on from the launch of Boy Alone a couple of weeks ago. Really good stuff. Moving up then into the next selection, we see Wild Dreams, Burna Boy featuring Khalid, dropping down 11 places to 30th. Peace Be Unto You from ASAKE, moving up to 29th from 32nd. We also see Damages from Thames moving up 6 places to 28th. Jagale dropping down 12 places to 27th from Burna Boy from 15th. And we see the Camido Sugarcane edition. I think that's the original combined with the remix. I'm not actually too sure. That one up to 26 from 31st. Make sure you do check out our exclusive interview with Camido. It's available on the channel, discussing Sugarcane and the success of that one so far. Roller Coaster from Burna Boy, down 9 places to 15th, featuring J Balvin to 25th. Really exciting stuff on that one. Again, a lot of these Burna Boy tunes actually dropping quite rapidly. Now, presumably it's because of the buzz of the first day of launch and so many people actually listening to the album that it managed to get all the tracks up to a higher level. It's going to be interesting interesting to see how many of them maintain their position in this listing. And Colosa from OXALDE, that one courtesy of Colors. A huge buzz from Colors on this one, I've got to say. That one's been all over my feed for the last couple of weeks. A real resurgence on this one. Good to see OXALDE in and around this top listing. This might be the first time I've seen him actually in this chart. Or maybe I've seen him once before, but that's a great entry point for OXALDE. 24th on the list. Attention from OMAH and Justin Bieber again jumping up 12 places to 23rd. A lot of the tracks off this OMAH album are doing so. And Burna Boy Vanilla dropping down another 8 places from 14th to 22nd. We also see Science dropping down from 13th to 21st as well as we move into the top 20. This is where it tends to get quite interesting. Rover from Simba featuring DTG. Another big jump on that one, only its second week in the chart, that one up to 20th. We also see Burna Boy with Ye making a 11-point jump upwards to 19th. Master KG featuring Burna Boy and Nomsido Zikode Jerusalema. That one is up another 9 places, I believe. All the way up to 18th. We see Cloak and Dagger dropping down 7 places to 17th. Common Person down, actually up 1 place to 16th. Burna Boy and Victini Different Size down 4 places. Tony and Singh featuring Popcorn down 2 places. Thames featuring Brent Fayaz up another 12 places back into the position of 13th. Again, this tune is constantly in and around that top 10 position. I reckon this one's actually going to outlive a lot of the Burna Boy tracks in this selection currently. We see another jump for a dip for Solid from Burna Boy featuring Kalani and Blast. That one out of the top 10 down to 12, and we see Rema's Calm Down making another big jump upwards to up 13 places to number 11. Now let's have a look at the top 10 and how it's going to work. In 10th, we see Finesse and again, this one making its way back into the top 10. Feels and Buju, and I love it. This is one of my favourite releases of the year, and I'm happy it's actually been able to kind of regain that position in and around the top 10 standing. Really exciting stuff there. In 9th, then, we see It's Plenty from Burna Boy maintaining its position in 9th. Interesting stuff. The first one of the Burna Boy tracks off that album, not actually to change position. We see a brand new entry and FIREBOY DML and ASAKE into 8th straight away with Bandana, their collaboration, which dropped a couple of weeks ago. That one straight into the top 10 during a very congested period. A great result for those guys. That's one that I think will actually slowly rise and rise. I think that one might actually end up being in the top 3 at some point just because of how popular it has been. Now, moving forward, we also see Thames with Higher sitting in number 7th, maintaining that position in at number 7th. We also see Love Nwantiti in at number 6 from CK. Again, remember that one was dominant at the top of this chart, but now holding firmly at number 6 for the last couple of weeks. We see Peru from FIREBOY DML and Ed Sheeran maintaining its position in 5th. Again, these are tracks that have been in there since week 1 of this chart. Crazy consistency. Free Mind from Thames, which I believe did just enter into the official Billboard Top 200, the Hot 200 list, I think it is, worldwide. Really cool to see that one actually maintaining its position in 4th on here as well. I've got a funny feeling that the Thames version of No Woman No Cry will be in this list very soon. If not next week, then the week after, definitely. I think it's going to make its way right into there. New Thames material is going to literally cut through this chart so quickly. Alongside this, Essence maintains its position in 3rd. Burna Boy For My Hand in at number 2, maintaining its position, which does mean, of course, Last actually sits at number 1 on this chart. The second week in at number 1 after 10 weeks being in the chart. I think it debuted in at the top 10 and it slowly made its way up. And it's a great result for Burna Boy, again, holding a real sense of dominance over this list at the moment. But some really interesting new entries. FIREBOY DML and ASAKE, with Bandana being the highest placed one. Of course, we also saw Colosa. Again, this is a colour session, so it's really cool to see from OXALDE making its way up to 24th. We also saw a couple of other new entries. We see OMAH, I'm a Mess in 31st, and we also see a re-entry for Understand down in 46th. Really exciting stuff, and another great edition of the Billboard review. So, guys, let me know your thoughts. Are there any tracks you were expecting to see in here that didn't quite make their way in just yet? Are there any tracks you expected to see land in here next week? Me, personally, I'm definitely expecting to see P-Square make their way into this chart next week, and also Thames with the No Woman No Cry cover. I think they're 2 tracks that we're going to see literally jump into this chart very quickly. But as always, let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. A massive shout out to the Music Whisperer as well, and each and every one of you for locking in. If you are new to the channel, please make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on, of course, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all that good stuff. We are getting very close to hitting 40,000 subscribers. We're aiming to hit that by Friday. If we could do that with your help, that would be absolutely crazy. So thank you to each and every one of you involved in this current journey, and we shall see you all next time. Peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, Cam TV. Stay locked.